Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank you all for coming today and helping to make Steven and Sabrina's wedding a very special and memorable occasion. My name is Wayne. I met Steven when we were back in dental school more than 12 years ago, and I'm honored to be his best man for his big day tonight. I still don't know why he chose me as his best man out of his whole bunch of best friends, Jerry, Jesse, and Andy, who have been very kind to be helping throughout the day today. And thank you all for giving me the opportunity, but I'd rather be sitting there rather than staying here. I think the reason why I was chosen to be the best man was probably because Steven and Sabrina both think that I give very good dental talks. But man, that is totally different. This is far more stressful. As I've never been a best man before, I thought all I had to do was to dress up for the day and give a tear-driving speech. But that was only until last week when Sabrina and Steven came to my place and talked me through an endless list of duties as the best man for today. I almost had my jaws drop to the floor. So I started searching through the internet for help on how to prepare for best man speech. And because there was so little information, I even paid $20 just to get a free list of sample speeches. I got the receipt here, and Steven, please remember to pay me back after. And so just like what we used to do as a student, I simply cut and paste and change my name in the sentences. But as I was proofreading the script, I changed my mind. I thought, for my best friend Steven, I better write down what I really wanted to say, sincerely out of my heart, on his big day. So although I've known Steven for 15 years, we hadn't really talked much since we graduated from dental school. And it was until 3 years ago when I moved back to Australia again from overseas. So one day he rang me up and was so kindly asked me out for dinner with my wife. And I was a bit paranoid at that time because he never rang me before, and I was wondering what he was after. But once we arrived at the restaurant and I saw a lovely, gorgeous, beautiful lady who is now sitting right beside him and was sitting next to him, then I knew what was going on. So, just like me, just to talk about a little bit about Steven, just like me, he can sometimes be a bit shy, a bit quiet on the outside, but is rather calm and reserved on the inside. In fact, he knows a lot of dirty jokes as well. But that's as much as I'm going to embarrass him tonight. He's a very, he sometimes can be very pedantic, but he's very responsible. And ever since he's met Sabrina, I started to notice even greater changes in Steven. He's now a far more confident and a happier man. Being as a couple, it's all about making decisions together. And maybe being a dentist, Steven can sometimes be too careful and hesitant on things. But Sabrina will always be beside him and help him make the most appropriate decision, which is right to the point, and encourage him to move forward. When Sabrina is going too fast ahead on things, Steven is always very patient and able to keep her back and get her to think twice before they act. In my eyes, instead of compromising for each other, they seem to complement very well for each other. Now, just a bit of my personal story. I met my wife, the lovely lady, most beautiful lady in my eyes, who's now sitting right there in red. I met her a few years ago and we got married when I was 32. And I once said this to her, to my beautiful wife, Melody, which almost drove her into tears. I told her I spent 32 years searching for a girl until the day that I met you. So this is what I said to her: you're surely worth waiting for. So the same with Sabrina. I'm sure you're definitely the one and only that Steven has been waiting for all his life. So, back to the internet, because I didn't want to have the $20 wasted. So I did find something useful. So I'm just going to quote two phrases, which I like to give Steven and Sabrina. Love is not about finding someone you can live with, but someone you can't live without. May your love be more than enough to survive the times and old-fashioned enough to last forever. That's the English part. Since we got a lot of Chinese-speaking guests, I'm just going to give a very short speech in Mandarin as follows. So if you don't mind, if you can't understand, you can keep enjoying your dinner. But if you do, please join us. 各位嘉宾，欢迎你们百忙之中千里迢迢来为我们两位新人 Steven 跟 Sabrina 今天大喜的日子来庆祝。那我相信在座各位或许比我更认识Steven 比我还要久。那我今天来不是要老王卖瓜，我相信各位都认同 Steven 绝对是个可信赖又可靠的男生。Especially 主要是要讲给杨爸爸、杨妈妈听。所以，请杨爸爸、杨妈妈尽量放心 ，Steven 一定会好好照顾 Sabrina。那 Sabrina 要是 Steven 不乖，请你随时打电话给我，我会帮你打电话给陈伯伯。Steven， 那要是 Sabrina 欺负你，请你不要告诉我，自己去反省一下。经过这几年细心观察他们两位的交往，我相信他们两位彼此都很了解，以及很包容对方的优点、缺点。最重要的是，他们都可以互相退让，一起研究改进，将彼此的缺点转换成双方的优点。相信5年的交往，让 Steven 跟 Sabrina 对彼此都有进一步的更了解对方。那我要引用一句我太太一个例子我太太常跟我抱怨， 他比较喜欢当我的女朋友多过当我的太太，因为他觉得我结婚以后变得比较没有那么热情，那么有情调。我都跟他回答，不会啊，我觉得我现在爱你，比你当我女朋友的时候还要多，而且越看越喜欢。对，然后他就可以开心一整天，都不找我麻烦。所以 Steven， 这是我唯一一个好朋友的想要送给你的一个小秘诀，我做保镖。所以查某人有时就是爱靠一支嘴。其实两个人要在一起，长长久久是很深的一门学问，我们大家都在学习。但我相信最主要要学的，就是对错放两旁，只要记得对方的好。最后，我仅此祝福你们两位深深相爱，长长久久，快快乐乐，岁岁年年，不是碎碎念，是岁岁年年。So that's all for the Mandarin part, and almost the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me and raise your glass, and let us give our most sincere and best wishes to the new Mr. and Mrs. Chen, Steven and Sabrina. Congratulations.
就有交代了，对，
Thank you very much.